As reform fever takes hold in China, somehow it's almost as if the markets put Chinese regulators on a pedestal here, Peter, as all-knowing savants, but you take issue with that.
Yeah, I think this is one of the big debates about China. Almost sometimes it resembles almost a debate about whether or not God exists. Some people basically say, you know, China has lots of problems, but the regulators can always sort it out. The authorities can always keep the system under control. Other people question that. And we think really this idea of the omniscient regulator in China has got to go. This myth has got to be busted.
And are you saying that they're not smart enough to handle their jobs, or what's missing here?
No, I think they're clearly, undoubtedly smart people. But I think what you have to be aware of is that the regulators are operating under a series of constraints. First of all, they inherited a system that actually they didn't design, with, you know, kind of financial repression, low deposit rates, which then prompts people into other kind of investments and into shadow banking. And they have a limited number of tools to deal with that. And they're also operating under broader constraints, which is that the politicians, the people who lead China, basically want to keep growth on the road. So any financial reform has to be designed so that it doesn't affect growth too much.
All right, can we count on these guys to avert a crisis, though, given what's arguably a pretty fragile period of time for China in this transition for the economy?
Well, I think the first thing you've got to say is they've done pretty well so far. And although there are reports of squabbles between the China Banking Regulatory Commission and the People's Bank of China, regulators always squabble. They squabble, you know, they squabbled in the West as well. So I think it doesn't necessarily mean there is going to be a China, but I think that belief that somehow the authorities are all sitting in a room, are all in complete agreement about what to do and can avoid any problem, I think that belief has got to be challenged.
All right, Peter, an injection of realism there. Many thanks to Breakingviews Asia editor Peter Larson.